Hello, everyone. Sue.oneschuk here to continue the lessons from the workbook of A Course in Miracles. And today we are on a lesson 46. So the lesson is, as I will read it, God is the love in which I forgive. God does not forgive because he has never condemned. And there must be condemnation before forgiveness is necessary. Forgiveness is the great need of this world, but that is because it is a world of illusions. Those who forgive are thus releasing themselves from illusions, while those who withhold forgiveness are binding themselves to them. As you condemn only yourself, so do you forgive only yourself. Yet, although God does not forgive, his love is nevertheless the basis of forgiveness. Fear condemns and love forgives. Forgiveness thus undoes what fear has produced, returning the mind to the awareness of God. For this reason, forgiveness can truly be called salvation. It is the means by which illusions disappear. Today's exercises require at least 3 full 5-minute practice periods and as many shorter ones as possible. Begin the longer practice periods by repeating today's idea to yourself as usual. Close your eyes as you do so and spend a minute or two in searching your mind for those whom you have not forgiven. It does not matter how much you have not forgiven them. You have forgiven them entirely or not at all. If you are doing the exercise as well, you should have no difficulty in finding a number of people you have not forgiven. It is a safe rule that anyone you do not like is a suitable subject. Mention each one by name and say, God is the love in which I forgive you, Bill. The purpose of the first phase of today's practice periods is to put you in a position to forgive yourself. After you have applied the idea to all those who have come to mind, tell yourself, God is the love in which I forgive myself. Then devote the remainder of the practice period to adding related ideas such as, God is the love in which I love myself. God is the love in which I am blessed. The form of the application may vary considerably, but the central idea should not be lost sight of. You might say, for example, I cannot be guilty because I am a son of God. I have already been forgiven. No fear is possible in a mind beloved of God. There is no need to attack because love has forgiven me. The practice period should end, however, with the repetition of today's idea as originally stated. The shorter practice periods may consist either of a repetition of the idea for today in the original or in the related form as you prefer. Be sure, however, to make more specific applications if they are needed. They will be needed at any time during the day when you become aware of any kind of negative reaction to anyone, present or not. In that event, tell him silently or her silently, God is the love in which I forgive. And that's the lesson 46. And the first line in this lesson states, God does not forgive because he has never condemned. Now, over and over, again in the course, it emphasizes that God is not a God of vengeance. God is not angry with us. And also it says that God knows nothing of punishment. And again, as it said earlier, that God does not condemn. So in the world of illusions, forgiveness is necessary, not God's forgiveness, but our own. So forgiveness is the way that we release ourselves from illusions, and all condemnation, though, is self-condemnation. And the guilt that we see in others is ours. It's our own guilt reflecting back at us. That's the course. I'm not sure that the course says that, but it is a mere reflection. So also, as we release ourselves from condemnation, we are released. Again, in paragraph 1 and line 5, it says, as you condemn only yourself, so do you forgive only yourself. So our whole purpose in the world is to bring forgiveness to it. And this is what returns our mind to the awareness of God. And we find God by liberating those around us, by lifting our judgments from them, and also by acknowledging them as worthy creations of God, along with ourselves. So that's a few comments on the lesson. And again, the lesson is God is the love in which I forgive myself. So we will continue on tomorrow with the next lesson, which is already lesson 47. So you have a wonderful day. Again, thank you for being here. And, when you're doing this lesson, it says here, to think about all those people that you haven't forgiven. That might be something you might want to add in your journaling. And a lot of this course is about forgiveness, and you'll be hearing much more about it as you proceed with the lessons and as you proceed with studying and practicing the lessons and studying the text. So I will again look forward to being with you tomorrow for lesson 47. Okay, you have a day full of forgiveness. Alrighty, bye for now.